They don't have any education on most of this stuff. And if you speak to anyone who even talks about masks and they're in the medical profession and they tell you wear a cloth mask, please ask them to go back to school. Because you need to understand how these things are, viruses are actually made up. You're talking about a nano-sized, tiny little, I'm going to give you a quick analogy, okay? You have a glass of water, okay? The glass, the rim, that's what your pores on your mask is like, okay, on your cloth mask. Now you take a pin, drop it in, that's the virus. Now, that mask is going to stop anything bigger than the size of that rim, nothing the size of that pin. So any doctor or specialist, or I don't care who you are, who tries to use that analogy, this is a false sense of security that they're trying to impose on the people, has nothing to do with public health. If it had anything to do with public health, you would not be able to pull down your mask to eat. Sorry. So, you know, I just want to tell you all that we on Dr. Tenpenny team, we're here to support you. We saw a couple of videos that happened here in Toronto, and we shot it out all over the US. We heard about what's happening with Rocco Galati. We sent it to our entire, I mean, we have a huge list. We're going across countries all around the world. People are calling me going, what's happening in Canada? So this is huge. This is huge. And it's amazing that this big, huge country up in the north end side with a smaller population than California had bigger to do something about it.
Let's get it!
But thank you. Please, all of you, if you have a chance, come and visit Dr. Tenpenny. We're on Instagram. It's at Dr. Tenpenny. We also have a website called Vaxxter.com, VAXXTER. Sign up. Huge amounts of information. Send us information. Send us information about what's going on. We want to hear about it. We want to be able to tell other people about it. And we have a boot camp coming up in September. This boot camp is going to be basically taking you from anywhere, if you're from a basic level to a very high advanced level. We have tons of doctors that take this boot camp course. And this is about teaching you what's actually happening.
Yes.
What you need to know.
Yes.
And how you can move forward in a movement like this. Because a lot of people call me and they say, Michelle, so what do I do next? Where do I go from here? How do I start? How do I call my MP? Who's my MP? What do I do? And that's part of the problem is people are looking for a leader. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for an organized way to make things happen. And if everybody's going there and there and there and they're not unifying, you're going to split. It's going to fall apart. And we've seen this happen in the movement. You don't want that. You want to unify, get together. You know, if you're from Ontario, hook up with the people that are making these moves happen in Ontario. You know, hugs instead of masks. Vaccine Choice Canada, and definitely the bigger groups, you know, the RFKs, the Dr. Tenpenny. You want to be involved in these groups. Take the boot camp. Do something that's going to educate yourself in a way that you're going to positively move forward and make things happen. Really, really important. I think everybody here would agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually took the course myself. I took it. I wanted to see what was going on, and I wanted the other perspective, the other side of it, from the student perspective. And the contacts I made, forget about the educational material I got. The contacts I made in this were unbelievable. It's actually how I started to work for Dr. Tenpenny. Because at the end of the course, we had to debate, and she pulled me out of the debate, and she said, I want you. So you don't know what can happen when you start to organize yourself with these other bigger organizations, and you might have this fire inside you didn't even know you had. And for all the people who are listening to this, who look at us and think, why would you do this? Why aren't you wearing a mask? Why aren't you protecting the rest of us? How dare you? How dare you come next to me? Well, what I'm going to say is this. If you think your mask protects you, you don't need me to wear one.
Yeah, buddy!
Same goes for vaccines. If your vaccine protects you and you believe that does, you don't need me to vaccinate myself.
Yes!
Do to you, don't do unto me.
Yes!
You know, I would actually take that a step further and say that all of it is child abuse.
Yes!
It's child abuse. And they know it. They know it. I think most doctors, and if anyone here wants to challenge me, please step up to the plate. Most doctors have not had more than 3 hours of education in medical school in regards to vaccines.
Yeah, or nutrition.
We offered $100,000 in January for anyone who wanted to debate Dr. Tenpenny. How many people you think stood up to that? $100,000! Nobody stepped up to debate Dr. Tenpenny. The offer is still open.
Still waiting.
I still don't think it's going to happen.
No.
I won't debate, but I'll match you. I'll go next.
You'll match it?
yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. We need all the donations we can get.
Yeah.
Because you know we're going to win that battle.
Come on.
If it's okay with you, I'll say something in French.
Please.
So pour tout le monde qui est ici ou qui nous regarde sur l'Internet, c'est très important que vous sachiez que nous sommes ici pour vous aider aussi. C'est très important de savoir qu'il y a des ressources pour t'aider. Si vous êtes une business, si vous êtes seulement une citoyenne qui ne veut pas utiliser un masque, vous avez les droits d'utiliser pas le masque. You know, on a des cartes comme ça pour vous dire que vous avez une condition médicale. Et écoute, il y a beaucoup de choses qui peuvent être conditions médicales. Si tu ne peux pas respirer, c'est un gros problème là. Si tu ne peux pas respirer, c'est un problème. Si tu as vertigo, c'est un problème. Si tu as une maladie cardiaque, c'est un problème. Il y a beaucoup de choses qui peuvent être un problème. Oui, exact. Je ne peux pas respirer. I can't breathe. C'est un problème si tu ne peux pas respirer.
Oui.
Et alors, nous sommes ici. Hugs Before Masks, c'est ça? Hugs Over Masks. C'est le website, c'est Hugs Over Masks. Viens nous voir. Ils sont ici pour vous aider aussi. C'est partout au Canada. So, j'espère de voir beaucoup plus de Québécois, beaucoup plus de Canadiens partout au Canada qui viennent nous aider, qui viennent être en droit avec nous. C'est votre droit. C'est là. Merci.